This time on Kim's Rude Awakenings, the Hurd family. A creative bunch who can't seem to grow up. With the responsibility of 2 young children, these two have got their hands full.
It's never ending. No, it'll just get worse. It'll get worse.
The house is a playpen, the kitchen is disastrous, and nobody is willing to put in the work to clean it up.
I'm so overwhelmed that I don't know where to start.
And motivating Eric is gonna take some work.
I wouldn't say I'm handy. I'm not really into building things or fixing things. I really just don't care.
Kim and Mike could be in for a rude awakening of their own. Britain's Queen of Clean, Kim Woodburn, is traveling the world with lifestyle expert Mike Shalhoub on a very special assignment. Their mission: to identify, confront, and rehabilitate messy, disorganized Canadian families and bring pride back into their homes. This time, Kim and Mike are helping the Hurd family, comprising Mom Jessica, Dad Eric, 3-year-old Tessa, and baby Cole. The Hurds may be a young family, but by the look of things in this house, the laundry, bills, and boxes have been piling up for years.
When I look at the mess around, I desperately want to clean it, but I don't even know where to start.
With the responsibility of 2 young children, every room has become a problem. And 3-year-old Tessa doesn't make things any easier.
I wasn't prepared for what kids bring. I had no idea that turned your life upside down.
The cluttered kitchen is maddening for stay-at-home Dad Eric, who is making meals for himself and Tessa, as well as Jessica, who is a vegetarian.
I have to clean before I make anything. I need a surface, I need the stove, I need the sink. It's a frenzy.
And rather than try to deal with the problems in the kitchen, Eric spends his time in the basement playing guitar.
You know, my tools of the trade are artistically inclined.
You'd think because Jessica's a graphic designer, she'd be organized. But her methods are scattered at best.
Tables for me seem to become surfaces to put things. And so if there's a table that's empty, it's just crying out for something to be put on it.
The Hurds are overwhelmed, and that's starting to affect everyone.
I feel horrible about it, and it weighs on my shoulders, and then the kids feel it because they know there's tension between their parents. So it affects the whole family.
And that's the Hurds' big issue. For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. Kim and Mike are on their way to deliver the only logical solution to the Hurds' list of problems. And it's gonna come in the form of a very rude awakening.
Good morning, Hurd family.
Kim and I hear that you're acting like adolescents.
You're no longer going to live as slobs. You're going to grow up.
That's right, Hurd family. This is your rude awakening.
How could they say that stuff about us?
Oh, man.
See you touching me again.
I'm trying to help you up the stairs.
See you all over me. Bloody cheap suit you. Hello? Who are you?
Tessa, come in.
What do you think?
It's a playpen.
Have you always been untidy in this house?
We had a baby, and then we moved into this house when our son was 3 weeks old, and things just kind of got crazy and chaotic.
It's important you change your ways. You've got 2 babies now.
I know. And that's the motivation for doing this, is that we have 2 kids, and we want to have an environment for them that's clean and healthy, and they can run around and play, and that's the motivation. Well, here's our...
Here's our what?
office dining room area.
This is a dining room table, Kim?
Where do you eat?
Either on the couch or on the rocking chair.
Among all the diapers and the wet wipes.
This is disgusting. Keep going.
Oh, the kitchen.
This is gross.
Aren't we the lucky ones?
How do they cook in here?
Oh, come on. Oh.
Yeah, this is the baby's room.
How old is the baby?
5 months. But he sleeps in our room right now.
Good job he does. Where else can he sleep?
Not here.
Every room in the Hurd's home is a problem. Eric and Jessica need a dose of reality.
This house kind of reminds me of a frat house. It's very adolescent-y. We really need you to...
grow up.
This house is a complete disaster. Kim and Mike need to plan their attack.
They're great parents.
They are.
But they're just not very responsible.
They're a very young couple. They've both given up, haven't they?
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to take the lady around and I want to teach her to organise herself and to put things away where they belong.
I'm going to take him and teach him how to be a little more handy around the house.
Mike, let's get together here. They're a lovely couple. Let's really try to help them. Between the two of us, we'll get them shipshape in no time at all.
With clutter all around, Tessa has no proper place to play, and she even tries to clean up the mess herself.
We have to clean up this.
I hate the fact that she has to work around the clutter. I don't think she likes it at all. I think it weighs on her mentally.
And that is leading to problems beyond their messy home.
Tessa started having kind of breathing problems, and I brought her to the doctor, and the doctor said, you know, it's stress. I'm thinking my 3-year-old has stress, and I wonder if the way that the house is has anything to do with that.
The Hurd's disorganization is having a negative impact on their kids. It's time for the switch.
Now, in this switch, you are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you. We've given you a pair of stilettos, and you can change into a shirt and tie.
They are rather lovely.
Oh my goodness.
The goal is to clean up this room to create a better environment for your children.
And I have very, very high standards, so get on with it. No nonsense.
Kim and Mike have just dropped a bomb.
Grow up.
And the Hurds are already starting to crumble.
Is it my responsibility to pick up after everybody else?
I can't move fast in these heels. I'm taking them off.
But this is only the start of headaches to come.
Right now, I don't feel much hope, honestly.
Good morning, Hurd family.
The Hurd family is smack dab in the middle of a very rude awakening.
You're no longer going to live as slobs.
Their big issue? For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. To get things started, Kim and Mike have issued the Hurds their first major challenge.
You are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you.
Let's get this party started!
I didn't put this here.